I've wanted to talk to a lot of people in 2021. I get to check off the hit list again today. This man really doesn't need an introduction, but we'll give him one anyway. He's returning to the ring against Tyron Woodley coming up on, and I love this date, Sunday, August the 29th, from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse out in Cleveland, Ohio. The one and only Jake Paulin. Jake, when I feel like, there's a lot of names in boxing, there's a lot of names in MMA. You make more headlines in 1 week than most people do in an entire year or their entire lifetime. I'm not kidding. I write more articles about you than I write about Conor McGregor or anybody else.
Oh, well, thank you, man. That's a compliment, I guess. I mean, man, it's crazy how far this has gone in a very short amount of time, and I'm just enjoying the journey. But to hear someone like put it in perspective like you just did is really cool, man. And look, I'm just trying to change the game, and I have the best team in the world. I owe it all to them. I have the best fans in the world, and so I'm just enjoying the journey as much as I can.
Are you the biggest name in combat sports?
I mean, I guess like based off of your sentiment, right? Like I think if I'm getting the most articles written about me, then that could be true. I think I'm definitely up there. I don't like to sing my own praises, but I feel like because of my following and because of the media attention that I'm getting, that my name is definitely up there. But the funny thing is I just feel like I'm just getting started. I'm just getting warmed up. I haven't even scratched the surface of what I can accomplish in this arena.
I want to thank you because you're fighting in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm based here in Chicago. It's going to be a nice 5-hour drive. I don't have to hop on an airplane. I don't have to go to Las Vegas. I don't have to go too far. So I want to thank you for Cleveland, Ohio. Even though I know some people are like, oh, Cleveland. But I'll ask you, I know you're from the area. Was that the main reason you wanted to fight in Cleveland, or was it something else?
That was the main reason. 100%. I wanted to bring this fight home, and I wanted to, bring some action to the city of Cleveland. I love it here. I love the people here. This is my roots. This is where I first started competing in athletics. So it makes perfect sense to go home and to put on a show. And it's different. Like you said, everyone's doing fights in Vegas. Everyone's doing fights in Florida. I wanted to bring something to the Midwest and get the kids here excited about fighting. When I was 10 and 12 years old, I would come watch the Cavs and LeBron play. And that was the highlight of my years sometimes. And now I want to be able to give that same experience to the young kids around here who are maybe going to come watch me knock out Tyron Woodley.
You look at, you've sold a lot of tickets in the past. You look at what you've done. You've sold a lot of subscriptions. You've, a lot of pay-per-views. How do you keep everything reeled in? Because you get your fight career, you get your social media career. How do you keep everything just reeled in and so focused?
I attribute it to my team. There's amazing people surrounding me. Marcos over here is on his phone 18 hours a day, just hustling nonstop. Everyone here wants it. BJ, the best boxing coach in the world. I don't care what anyone says. John's over here hustling social media nonstop, slanging 18 cameras around. I couldn't do it without them. My mom's making me breakfast. We got Andrew protecting my 6. This is just the people right here, So it's really a team effort, and it's hard work, and all of us have a goal, and we all have a chip on our shoulder, and we want to prove everyone in the combat sports world like we're the best team, and Jake Paul is going to continue to win.
I know there has been criticism slinged your way, and is this why you chose Tyron Woodley? Because you look at what he's done in the UFC. Yeah, we could talk about the end of his career. Yeah, he lost his last 4 fights. But when he was on top of his game, he's knocking people out left and right. Is this fight more of a validation fight to prove to the fans and to the combat sports world that Jake Paul's for real?
Yeah, for sure. This is my make or break fight. It's my hardest challenge. Tyron Woodley's been boxing way longer than I have. He's been knocking people out while I was, in high school in science class. So, this is definitely a tough challenge, and it's the perfect narrative. And it's high risk, right? My team and I know that going into this, that this guy is dangerous. He's not light work. He's not someone to just mess around with. But that's what we wanted. I don't want to take easy fights. I don't want to pad my record. And at each fight, you will see my level of competition increase. So, Tyron Woodley's the perfect man. And that's why August 29th, it's going to be entertaining as hell.
How are you in science class?
Terrible. Terrible, man. My science teacher hated me. I couldn't pay attention. I just was like, man, look, how am I going to use I don't even know what it is. The theory, Newton's theory. Like, when am I going to use this in life? And by the way, I've made, tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars, and I still haven't used Newton's theory. So I guess, right.
You're definitely right on that one. And, this fight is so intriguing just because of your styles and everything. And, you guys hit the presser on Tuesday. You got to see him face to face again, for the second time. And do you gain anything from face-offs like that in press conferences like that, or do you just take it as it's a duty, you got to do it, and you kind of got to go
on? I don't really gain anything from it. It's part of the job, but Tyron's been through this, 20 something times. He's a professional. He's a veteran. I'm not going to get inside his head. He's not going to get inside my head. So we're just doing business. And the only thing I've really gotten from the face-offs is, seeing how tall he is, seeing if he's in shape, and seeing, how his body's transforming since our first face-off.
How's his body look to you?
It kind of looks the same, to be honest, as it did when we first started doing the face-offs. And he's looking buff. Like, he's looking stocky. He's looking like he's got, extra muscle on him. So, but look, muscle doesn't win fights, right? We all know that.
Two more questions, Jake, and thank you so much for the time today. It's greatly appreciated. And you talked about this is going to be the launching pad. This is going to prove that you're for real. What are your goals? I've seen some stuff where you've talked about Canelo Alvarez in 3 years and stuff in the future. What are your goals of what you want to accomplish in boxing in terms of being a professional?
Yeah, I think just ultimately bringing more eyeballs to the sport, and bringing boxing to be a top 3 sport in youth culture. There was a study where boxing in the past couple of years has gone to number 4 with interest levels, media awareness, attention with the Gen Z generation. And I think that's due to like me and my brother and people like that, Ryan Garcia, bringing in that newer generation and getting them interested in boxing. And I want to continue to push that narrative. And through my foundation, Boxing Bullies, which is launching soon, in a couple of days here, actually, we have our first event. We're trying to get as many gloves in the hands as kids as possible to get them to start fighting, because fighting gave me a purpose and I want to make an impact in the sport, do historic events, and fight guys like Canelo, fight guys like McGregor, fight, Diaz. So that's really what I want to do.
He will be facing Tyron Woodley Sunday, August 29th from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse out in Cleveland, Ohio. You can catch it on Showtime pay-per-view. Jake, this is the first time we've chatted. This has been great. Thank you so much for the time, and I'll see you at the end of August.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Let's get it.